The Dwarf King in the Village of Giants. In the heart of Africa, where the sun blazes down on vast savannas and lush forests, there was a hidden village shrouded in mystery and legend. Known as the Village of Giants, it was said to be inhabited by colossal beings, towering over trees and mountains alike. Few dared to venture near, for the tales of their strength and power struck fear into the hearts of many. But there was another legend, less known but equally fascinating. The legend of the Dwarf King. A ruler of unmatched wisdom and courage, he governed a hidden kingdom deep within the giant's domain. This is the story of his daring adventures and the battle to protect his realm. Long ago, in a small, peaceful village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, lived a young dwarf named Tano. Despite his small stature, Tano was known for his sharp mind and kind heart. He was loved by his people and respected for his wisdom beyond his years. One evening, an old, blind seer visited Tano's village. She spoke of a prophecy that foretold the rise of a great leader who would unite the dwarfs and protect them from a looming threat. "The one who wears the amulet of the ancients shall be our savior," she declared. As she handed Tano a small, intricately carved amulet, a hush fell over the villagers. The seer had chosen Tano. Tano accepted the amulet, but with it came a heavy burden. He knew the path ahead would be fraught with danger, and he would need to venture into the heart of the giant's territory to uncover the truth behind the prophecy and secure his people's future. Tano set out on his journey with a small band of loyal companions. His childhood friend, Kibo, a skilled hunter, Lena, a healer with a deep knowledge of herbs and medicines, and Mosi, a blacksmith with unmatched strength. Together, they ventured into the dense forest, guided by the ancient map given to Tano by the seer. Their journey was perilous. They traversed treacherous terrain, from steep mountainsides to dark, eerie swamps. Each night, they gathered around a campfire, sharing stories and bolstering each other's spirits. The deeper they went, the more they felt the presence of unseen eyes watching their every move. One night, as they camped near a shimmering river, they were ambushed by a group of shadowy figures. The battle was fierce, but Tano and his companions fought valiantly. Using their unique skills, they managed to drive off the attackers. Exhausted but unharmed, they pressed on, more determined than ever to reach the Village of Giants. After weeks of arduous travel, they finally reached the outskirts of the Village of Giants. The sight before them was breathtaking. Towering structures made of stone and wood rose high into the sky, and colossal beings moved gracefully through the village. Despite their size, the giants lived in harmony with nature, their homes nestled among ancient trees. Tano and his companions hid in the shadows, observing the giants. They quickly realized that the giants were not the savage creatures of legend, but a peaceful people with their own customs and traditions. However, the prophecy spoke of a great threat, and Tano needed to understand more. One night, under the cover of darkness, Tano and his friends sneaked into the village. They found themselves in a vast library filled with ancient scrolls and books. As they searched for clues, they were discovered by a young giant named Alara. To their surprise, Alara did not call for help. Instead, she listened to Tano's story and offered her assistance. Alara revealed that the giants had their own prophecy about a great calamity that would befall both their people and the dwarfs. She took them to an ancient chamber where a massive stone tablet told the tale of a dark sorcerer named Malakar, who sought to enslave both the giants and the dwarfs to build an unstoppable army. Realizing that their fates were intertwined, Tano proposed an alliance between the dwarfs and the giants. It was a difficult task, as centuries of mistrust and fear had to be overcome. With Alara's help, Tano addressed the Giants' Council, presenting the amulet and sharing the prophecy. The giants were initially skeptical, but Tano's sincerity and determination, along with Alara's endorsement, gradually won them over. The two races, once divided by fear, decided to unite against the common threat of Malakar. The combined forces of dwarfs and giants began to prepare for the coming battle. Mosi forged new weapons, Lena taught the giants about healing herbs, and Kibo trained the warriors in strategy and combat. Tano and Alara worked tirelessly to uncover more about Malakar's plans and weaknesses. As the day of reckoning approached, tension and anticipation filled the air. Malakar's dark forces, an army of twisted creatures and enslaved beings, marched towards the village of giants. The land trembled under their advance, and a dark cloud loomed ominously on the horizon. The battle began at dawn. Giants and dwarfs fought side by side, their courage and unity a stark contrast to the chaos and malevolence of Malakar's horde. Tano, wielding a legendary sword blessed by the seer, led the charge, his small frame a blur of determination and valor. Alara used her knowledge of ancient magic to shield their forces, while Lena healed the wounded and Mosi swung his mighty hammer, scattering enemies like leaves. Kibo's arrows found their mark time and again, each shot a testament to his skill and precision. In the midst of the battle, Tano confronted Malakar. The dark sorcerer was a formidable foe, wielding dark magic with terrifying power. The ground shook and the sky darkened as they clashed. Tano's heart pounded, but he remembered the courage of the caterpillar he had once watched, and he pressed on. With a final, desperate effort, Tano struck Malakar with the legendary sword. The amulet around his neck glowed brightly, channeling the ancient power within. Malakar let out a final, agonized scream before dissolving into shadows. With Malakar defeated, his army crumbled. The dark cloud lifted, and sunlight poured over the battlefield. The surviving enemies fled, and the combined forces of giants and dwarfs stood victorious. Cheers and cries of relief filled the air as they celebrated their hard-won victory. The alliance between the dwarfs and the giants was solidified in the aftermath of the battle. They worked together to rebuild, forging a bond that would endure for generations. Tano, hailed as the Dwarf King, ruled with wisdom and compassion, always remembering the lessons of his journey. Alara became a revered leader among the giants, her bravery and wisdom earning her a place in their legends. Together, Tano and Alara ensured that their people lived in harmony, united by the shared memory of their triumph over darkness. The story of the Dwarf King and the village of giants became a cherished legend, passed down through the ages. It was a tale of courage, unity, and the enduring power of hope. Tano's journey from a humble village to the heart of the giants' territory and his ultimate victory over Malakar inspired countless generations. In the hidden corners of the forest, beneath the towering trees and among the ancient stones, the spirits of the past whispered the tale of the Dwarf King and the giants. And in the hearts of those who listened, the legend lived on, a testament to the strength and resilience of those who dare to dream and fight for a better world. For